Hello, my friends. I'm here coming from the boxing truth. I want to talk about the topic of Canelo. Most people have Canelo as number one boxer in the world. But let me tell you, that's totally not true. This guy been having problems with his son, Oscar de la Hoya. This guy been avoiding guys like Charlo, Dimitris, Andre, and some other guys, even Triple G for 5 years. Lara too. Even though he was forced to fight the Lara, and you guys saw what happened. It was a draw fight. It was a no-win fight. It could have gone either way. So let me tell you, this guy is not number one. Okay, let's say he have good fights against Triple G. The first fight, he didn't win the first fight. He could get a draw. The second fight, it was not even close. It was at least 7 rounds to 5 for Golovkin. That's the most I can do. I cannot even give Canelo a draw. He literally only won the second round, the 6th round, and the 7th. And you can give him 2 more rounds if you want to, because you're giving rounds. That's the only clear rounds he won. 2, 6, and 7. I watched the fight like 10 times, the second fight I'm talking about. So this guy is not number one. Number one guy is Vasily Lomachenko. We had Usyk, we had Terence Crawford, we had Spence. We had those guys. I had to be reviewed, Dimitri Bivol, who had the best defense. Charlo's coming up, but Charlo had to prove. Charlo had to fight Daniel Jacob, Canelo, the Triple G, Billy Joe Sanders. He had to fight one of those guys. He can be one of those top guys. Then we can put him, at least top 2 or top 1 middleweight, depending on who he beats. If he beats like a guy like Daniel Jacobs, he will definitely go to top 2. Because I have Dimitris Andre on top 1. So man, I don't know what people have been talking. Oh, Canelo is the best. IBFP, the National Boxing Podcast, whatever they call that. He's so much on to Canelo, saying, "Oh, Canelo the best, Canelo this." People avoiding Canelo. Nobody's avoiding little as Canelo, fat as Canelo. Who avoiding a middleweight that is like 5'9", fat, and having won convincingly the major fight that he been fighting, like the 5 fights, that really good fight that he fought, he didn't win like 100%. We could say it was draw, whatever you want to say. So who's scared of this guy? Nobody's scared of this guy. So people have to stop saying, "Oh, Canelo is the best." Okay, who he beat? He beat Daniel Jacobs. The only reason he beat Daniel Jacobs is because Daniel Jacobs didn't fall for the first 6 rounds. He went up on weight and beat Sergey Kovalev in a fight that it doesn't look it was a real fight. Kovalev didn't throw the right hand for nothing. He didn't even try to fight. And that knockout looked rare, looked weird. I don't believe on that knockout, man. So I don't know why people aren't talking so much about this guy being the best. He's not the best, point simple. He had to prove it. He never won a fight with Triple G convincingly. He had to fight one of the other 5 guys. And then we could see. Okay, he beat Daniel Jacobs. But we have Chris Eubank Jr., we have Charlo, we have Dimitris Andre. Canelo had to be one of those guys. Not only Daniel Jacobs. Okay, we can put Canelo top 2, but not number 1 boxer in the world. So if people say Canelo is number 1, so you guys are offending guys like Vasily Lomachenko, Usyk, had to be reviewed, Dimitri Bivol, Charlo, Dimitris Andre. You guys are offending those people. Like, oh, they're not alive, they're not fighting. They're fighting, so people have to stop helping Canelo out. Let the guy fight, and that's it. And then we see.